So I am so excited to introduce to you one of my very own organizational leaders. She is a rock star in this business. She just came back in February and she stepped to organization leader just a few months later, director, and then immediately to organizational leader. She recently left her full-time employment to Tupperware full-time, so give it up. She has really enjoyed this time with her hubby and her pets. She's an amazing pet mama because her children have all moved out and done their own thing now. So, well, one's back just for a little bit. We all know how that goes, right? So she is really loving the time at home and the flexibility that Tupperware is offering her. It gives her plenty of time to take her cat on drives all around the neighborhood. So please give it up for Kyla Perkins. She's going to be sharing an adorable recipe that you can put in that heart keeper that's going to be featured in the January brochure. So if you haven't seen it before, it's okay. She's going to give you some sweet treats to put in there. You can create a story or a Valentine's Day gift for the person that you love the most. So representing the heart today, we have Kyla Perkins.
Hey everybody, so I am going to do a red velvet, actually it's a Valentine red velvet fudge with the cream cheese fudge on the top. I am a big red velvet fan, plus with the red, it works good for Valentine's Day. So this one's super easy. I'm using part of my stack cooker to melt the chocolate in. And what you need is you're gonna need 2.5 cups of the white chocolate chips. So let me go ahead and open these. And I did test this out last night just to be sure, and it is really super good. I'm pouring them into my Micro Pro pitcher to measure it. And I need a little bit more. So the first part we will make is the red velvet part, and then afterwards we will do the cream cheese fudge. And this is super delicious. And then we need a 1/2 cup of chocolate, milk chocolate chips. Get that out. We're all talking healthy, and then I come up with dessert, so that's always great. Okay, now look at my cheat sheet here. Okay, got the 1/2 cup. Okay, now we need a 14-ounce can of the sweetened condensed milk. And you just pour it directly in, right like that. Make sure I get all of it. And then I'm going to give it a stir, and I'm going to put it in the microwave for 30-second intervals, just until it gets melted. There we go. Let me stick it in my microwave really quick. And clean up while I'm doing that. And I'm so excited about this little heart case. It is really cute. I've had one in the past, and it's like, you know, this shape, and these will be really good to go into it. And if you buy like the little mini cups, it will make a perfect gift. And it's a homemade gift, and homemade gifts come from the heart, and I think that truly is the best. So let's see, that is about to go off. I'm going to give it a quick stir, and it'll probably need to go in again for a little bit, but just so that you can see. Hopefully you can see it okay. We just want to do it until the chocolate chips are melted. One more time, possibly 1.5 more times. I do keep a lot of my baking stuff in modular mates. I love modular mates as well. Okay, so I also got little sprinkles to go on the top, and I'm making a mess here. Let me just set this in my sink. Okay, so next up we're gonna need the white chocolate chips. Let me grab a paper towel here. And this will be for the cream cheese topping, the icing, not icing, but the cream cheese fudge. I poured it in that one, that's okay. Okay, so we'll probably need one more. You don't want to overcook your chocolate. You don't want it to burn. Once you start stirring, the chocolate chunks will melt. So I'm going to put it in probably for about 15 seconds more. And then it should be good. And then after that, we're gonna put in the red food coloring.
I don't want to unmute. I want to increase the volume. I'll be able to hear.
And I'm going to
I think we had somebody come off mute. Can you guys just double check your mute?
I'm going to do this in the rectangular pan. It's awesome because you don't need any oils or parchment paper or anything. The recipe that I do have calls for, you know, oil and parchment paper, but it just comes directly right out of there. It's so nice. Okay, this should be good now. And then we're going to put in the red food coloring, which will give it its red velvet color. Okay. Move this around. Got my red food coloring. And it says put in like a couple teaspoons at a time, but I'm just eyeballing it today. It smells delicious. Red velvet is one of my favorite cakes. So I do like the red velvet fudge too. Okay, I think this is a good red color. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour it into the pan right here. And I do have my silicone foam on a cookie sheet because it's just stabilizes it. Okay. Make sure I get all of it. And then we're gonna throw this into the refrigerator to set while we're making the cream cheese portion. And this is super easy. I mean, basically it takes like 15 minutes and you're done. This would also be good for like holiday parties or school. I'm gonna throw this in my refrigerator. Set, and then I'm going to heat up a cup and a half of the white chocolate chips. Yep, it's about 2 bags for the whole recipe of white chocolate chips. Again, 30 seconds at a time. Those over there so they're out of the way. 30 seconds at a time, and then you'll stir it. And then at the end, we will add in 2 ounces of cream cheese, which I have right here, which is softened. Stir that, get a spoon. I'm curious to know if we have any people that like fudge out there. And if you've ever had any unique flavors of fudge or what your favorite kind of fudge is. Mine, I like red velvet. I had birthday cake fudge once and it was super good too. Put this in another time. Once this gets softened, we will mix in the cream cheese like I said, stir it up really good. And then we're gonna pour it over our red velvet portion over there. And then I will show you how it turned out last night. I was able to cut it, took it out of the pan really good. So I really, really enjoyed it. The silicone forms are a lifesaver, that's for sure. Probably 15 seconds. And like I said, you know, when you make something from home for a gift or something, someone knows that you actually took time and thought about them and you just cared a lot more than, let's say, just going out and buying something. Obviously, that's not bad either, but it just gives a different impression, I think. I really love homemade gifts and homemade goodies. Okay. And what better to give it in but a Tupperware container. Now I'm mixing in the softened cream cheese. Doesn't take too long to mix up. Looks kind of solid at first, you know, kind of like batter. I think we got it pretty much mixed up. I'm gonna grab this one out of the fridge. It's not set yet. We're gonna put on the cream cheese portion. Get it a little bit more soft, because I don't want to tear up that portion. Okay. You just layer it on there, and then we're going to spread it out with the spoon. Probably should have waited a little bit longer, but that's okay. It will still taste really great. Yep, I definitely should have put it in longer in the microwave, so it's not spreading as easy as it did last night for me. And that's how it goes when you really want it.
Perfect. We can use our imagination. Stress. I know it's so hard to demo because you want everything to come together, right, guys?
Right.
You're rushing.
So I have,
This is perfect. This is
and
perfect.
should look like. Open this up here. I did cut it into squares this morning after it was done, and these, you can see the cream cheese on the top and the red velvet in the bottom. You could easily place it in a little cup and put it inside your hard case to give as a gift. And you know, you can do any kind of fudge, not just the red velvet. I just thought the red velvet was nice for Valentine's Day. So that's my recipe.
Thank you, Kyla, so much for sharing. I love Tony's idea. She said you could use a small cookie cutter and cut it into different shapes to make a heart container. That's so cute.